What is up, my tribal people? Welcome back to another episode clip of Pree Da Podcast. And just a reminder that these are only shortened clips. And if you want to listen to the full episode, make sure you click the first link in the description below. Or alternatively, you can type in Pree Da Podcast on all your audio listening platforms. And if you want to keep up with what goes on behind the scenes, make sure you give our socials a quick follow on Instagram at Pree Da Podcast. And now with that out of the way, catch you guys on the other side.
Chemicals like perming your hair contributes to fibroids, and that's what the
swear.
Yeah, so it's not just cervical cancer and stuff like that, but it's this whole, woman area here that these things affect, especially Black women.
You are now listening to Pree Da Podcast with your host, Majaro.
What is up, my people? Welcome back to another episode of Pree Da Podcast. And you guys already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're still trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. And by sharing this with your friends and family, that goes a long way in helping us do that. And without further ado, let's get into it. We are back with Sara-lee. And this time, we're going to talk about your music career. Because I know you teased it a little bit here that I performed here.
Yes.
I did music here. So what inspired you to go with music?
Okay. So it all goes back to the childhood of not fitting in, right? And having to create something for myself where I could have my sanity in check, right? Mm-hmm. So I often have music playing. I'd be in the computer room, on Kazaa, Aries, downloading and everything. So I've always loved music. It's been my escape. And I knew I was good at it because I would be able to write rhymes and just to myself as a kid, just not to the public or anything like that. And I had this, whenever I hear music in my head or hear a song, I would always fantasize it's my song. That's a thing I do my entire life. I'm one day I gotta be on the stage, man. I gotta be a pop star.
I gotta make it. I gotta get out the hood.
I gotta be right. But fear, your mind, your family, society, right? So of course, tucked in the back of my head, didn't do anything with it. Grade 11, then I said, you know what? I'm gonna try. My friend, he used to rap. And I said to him one day, I want to write a track. I want to track. This time, Nicki Minaj was hot. She was the it girl,
Yeah.
Sucker Free came out, her mixtape. So he came to my house and I'm like, write me a verse, a sick verse. And I'll just do my thing. I wasn't confident in my own writing at the time. I was 16. So I remember he wrote me a rap and we practiced it, but nothing came of it. But I tried. That was me trying. I think he went to jail after that or something. No, he's free Scrappy.
His name's Scrappy,
Free Scrappy.
I'm not gonna lie. He deserves to be in jail with a name like that. I'm sorry.
Boo this man!
So yeah, anywho, whatever. Fast forward, I've always had it in my head. Bobby Shmurda, Hot Nigga came out 2014. When that's my favorite song, on earth. Anybody knows me knows. No, there are two songs I love: Bobby Shmurda, Hot Nigga, and Aaliyah, Rock the Boat. Two different types of songs.
Rock the boat.
Right?
Yeah, that's a banger.
So when Hot Nigga came out, I'm like, I need to hop on this. I remember I wrote in my little music book my verse, and it slapped, right?
Can you say some lines, some bars for us?
Honestly,
no pressure. That's calm.
I literally have to grab the book. A year ago, I would have remembered. I have had just too much things in my brain right now, Majaro, for me to, maybe tonight I'm sleeping, I'd be like, wait, that was a line. Right? But, anywho, them time though, I was depressed. I wasn't living the life of my dreams. I didn't believe in myself. So I remember I wrote it and I felt so good and alive, but I had no tools. I had no setup. I didn't even know where to start to set up a studio. How? To me, a studio seemed like $1 bajillion.
Yeah.
Right? Unattainable. So anyways, time goes by. Life happens. Do my thing. Then now 2018-ish comes around, and maybe I'm not saying in the right order, but YBM, Nammer?
Yeah.
So yeah, young guy rapper. He did a freestyle in a parking lot, right? It was so fire. And mind you, he isn't like no like conscious rapper or whatever. Like he's just a young boy rapping. Like, but there was something in that video and in him that I just loved. And I'm like, yo, I need to be doing this. Like this, his passion. So I'm like, all right, I gotta just find the right song, the right beat, right? Then my sister showed me, I forgot her name, but like, it's this, okay, when it comes to me, I'll remind you. But it's like a wicked hip hop song. 100 bands, 100 man. Once you get in no running man.
Oh, that's I think that sounds familiar for sure.
Say it again. Tell me who it is. Cash.
No, not Cash Money.
It was Lil Yachty and Lil Baby and.
Let me try and find.
Pull it up. 100 bands and 100 running man. Hopped up my feelings and I hopped in my bag. You hopped in the port and I hopped in.
Is that Nicki Minaj is in that, right?
No. It's a young girl. It was like, for anybody watching, if you're in the comments, like, please write
yeah.
Anyways, when it comes, see, tonight when I'm sleeping, it'll come to me.
Yeah, I'll try and put the song in there somewhere if we find it.
What I did is, went on YouTube, got an instrumental. Before you know it, like when I tell you my body was hungry to write, like the work, like it just flowed. I was emptying the clip. This is like, I'm talking, like I was being cocky, Sarah. I was literally giving you guys what I felt like in here. Now, the thing is this, I'm like, how do I be myself, but still stand out in this world where like everybody like looks the same and they want to be a Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, literally the stereotypical black girl rapper starter pack was bright pink, yellow, green, red wig, slim fit body with an ass, and that's it. That's your starter pack. I mean, it's still running to this day. Like to this day,
right? And I'm like, I just want to like. I want to be authentic. I still want to look good and like aesthetically pleasing and everything, right? I'm like, okay, but my sound though, right? Like obviously like, I was a little bit, self-conscious about my sound. But so I realized I'm going to do dancehall lyrics with over hip hop beats because that's going to catch your attention. You're going to be like, wait, you're expecting to hear when the beat drops, yo, no. But you're hearing, my company scene and I never pre that. My name Sara-lee, me na follow idiot. Like you're hearing.
Jeez, yeah. Your style is very different. When you said you rapped and you sent me the first video you did, you were so animated. I was like, what is this? This is not what I expected. This is so different. And I was like, okay, cool, I can fuck with this. And then I started listening to more of your stuff. And you did a little remix thing with, I can't remember the guy's name. It was like you were coming out of a garage or something like that. And you guys were just messing around in the studio.
Yeah. That's two different videos. But yeah, so I'll give you the progression of how it got to that now. So, it's my first single and like, I emptied I had no chorus. It was just straight bars. Straight bar chorus. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to release it too quick. I want to take my time. This is summer of 2018, right? And like, I had plans to go to Jamaica that summer for a family reunion. I'm like, yo, shoot the video in Jamaica. Like, what's good? Like, my cousin was coming. She had like a ton camera. She's good at photography. I'm like, this is what we're doing. So I held onto the track, went to Jamaica, shot the video, and it felt so nice putting this together without any industry help or even help from people in the city doing this. Because like, nobody expected this from me. When you look at me, they're like, oh, Sarah, no one thought like I would go this direction. I threw so many people off. So then now, I remember in Jamaica, I had like dyed my wig. Oh God, this is the ghetto, but green. It was a green wig, and blue undertones. I wanted to give them like a nice dance hall feel, like a,
like a why not thing.
yeah, but like still, so I do my thing. My makeup was so trash.
Hey, we all start from humble beginnings.
My cousin was drunk because she was taking shots while filming. The camera was shaky. There was no stabilizer. The dogs were barking. We got scared because there were dogs coming. It was fun though, right? Like,
yeah.
So, anywho. So at that time though, I had a YouTube channel going on. So like, I already had a platform to kind of put it on. So yeah. So the song dropped 2019 January, and when I dropped it, when I tell you, and I've been so blessed that when I started music, I have had so much positive feedback, support. And I didn't really care what people were gonna say. I knew what I wanted, but like to have people like, yeah, like this bombs, like, yeah, like I could see where you could be better, but like you got something here. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
I took it and I ran with it. And right now, today, fast forward, I found my sound. Like in the beginning, I had like a harsh, because I was trying to like, be like, I was trying to be different.
Be a tough girl rapper.
Yes, right. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. When you're a female rapper, it's very hard to not copy Nicki Minaj. I'm going to be honest. It's very hard when you're writing, even when you're in the studio and you're rap. Even if you're like, not, for me, dancehall, it's easier because it's a different genre than her. But even when I do like American style, like, like put the American accent on, the Canadian accent on, it's very easy to sound like Nicki Minaj and to imitate her.
Because that's what you've heard for so long. She's been at the top of the game.
Top. The queen, she is the queen. Like she is the queen. There are wonderful people here around rapping and everything, but Nicki is the queen. Let's not front.
It's not front,
right? So I had to make sure I didn't do that, right? Because the internet will drag you. They will
this is just another Nicki clone. She's just trying to be a Barbie babes.
And it's like, no, guys, it was an accident. It's just easy to sound like.
Yeah, she's just really influential, man. It's not her fault or my fault.
Right, So, anywho, eventually now, like with patience and time and listening to other sounds and whatnot, and I was able to find a softer tone, and I found like, okay, lighten up the pitch a bit, just so now like it. It's nice, like shine like a diamond. Me had the right one. Love you so much, but me never could have stop on.
Boss.
Yeah. So yeah, like now I'm very comfortable, and this next stage of my career, like I feel like I'm in stage 3. Stage 1 was the early stage, the beginning. Matter of fact, no, it was 4 stages. Stage 1 was when I tried, then I stopped. I didn't feel motivated. Stage 2 is when I actually started. And then stage 3 is when I linked up with the artist in Nigeria, KBK Starboy, when I was, when you guys could hear me now. I'm like, oh, she's serious. Oh, there's another song. Oh, another one. Oh, an EP's coming. That for me is stage 3. When I dropped Love Lives Here. KBK Starboy and I linked up through social media. I dropped Pretty Little Thing. And I did sponsor content, everything, and it reached the world. And he saw it on his feed and then reached out to me, and then bada boom, bada bing. And I thank him. You know why? Because he and I working on that EP forced me to write more, stay consistent, and find my sound. It was in that EP I learned to soften up, be a lady, but still like get to the point and show them who you are and show them your consciousness,
That's good.
And so now I'm at this 4th stage where I'm now around professionals, people that do this, and I'm in real, like, ton up studios. I'm with people who were in the industry or still in the industry, and they're now cleaning me up. They're polishing me now for center stage kind of thing. So. Okay.
Yeah. Exciting time. So when's your EP out? You said it was November.
Okay. Do you want to hear a story? Like, this is like ready for life will like throw some things at you. You're not ready for this. So remember I said stage 4, I'm getting polished and, do my thing. So I have a wonderful team that I'm a part of, right? I won't say too much about it because, we're still developing. But basically they've taken me under their wing to say, hey, we're gonna do this. You're a part of this community now. and I love it. So this summer, I've been working on new music, new sound. Like the sound I'm coming out with, y'all haven't heard it before. You haven't heard it before. I'm gonna tell you that from now. And it's a sound that I've heard a long time. Remember back in the day in the music room when I was a kid?
Yeah.
It's a sound I found back in the day and I've always loved. And now I get a chance to, like, how do I put it? Rebirth it. I'll just tell you, it's house music and dancehall. Don't think too hard about it.
Okay. Wait. How did you say house music and dancehall?
So it's house music / Amapiano, because house and Amapiano are very like they're in the same type of same type of thing. And dancehall. So it has been done before. There's a group you guys might not even know, but you know Tifa from Jamaica, she's an artist. Timberly, she sings hot gal, sweet like a honey. And then you have Tifa, Timberly, Natalie Storm. She was a popular one. Those three girls did a mixtape called TNT Federation back in like 2010, 11. It was like a dance hall, but house album produced by Ward 21. All my Jamaican people, if you know like dance hall good, you know who Ward 21 is. Okay. Anywho, that mixtape, like I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the mixtape. Like, so anyways, it's my chance now to like do my version of that. And I'm so happy that I'm literally making the music of my dreams. So here it is now. This summer, we've been doing that. All right. And then the studio that we were working out of is in a house, and the house burnt down about a month in October. Burnt down, like totaled. And
that's peak.
Like we're working on it. Things are coming along. We're all feeling good. It's not just me. It's me and other people. Like it's like a community of us, very small community. And the studio burnt down, and obviously everybody was like, well, whoever was there was safe and everything. That's what's most important, right?
Yeah. We
can always recreate music and whatnot, but the producer in charge of this whole operations went back and saved our music.
All of it. Every single last one.
Yep.
Bruh, that guy's brave. Salute to my man. You did the Lord's work.
Like, yeah, no, that's what I, like the Lord's work, like twice went in and saved the music. And and all other like devices and hardware and whatever. Like he had a plan already. Like he already had like a plan in his head if a worst case scenario happened.
Okay.
So all he had to do was execute it. So he saved the music, and of course they were saved, and now we're in the stage of just rebuilding. So right now things are on a pause with Musically. Of course, you know, I'm always, you know, trying to write and get inspired. I have a notepad where I write about my inspirations, things that come in my mind. I'm putting it down. So till that gets rebuilt, the EP has been postponed. But you know what though? It just makes the story more beautiful, and it makes the music more beautiful because we have this
story.
This story.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad. And this time of the break from the music has given me more time for Kumasi. So it's perfect timing, and it kind of serendipitous in a way, you know?
Yeah. And speaking of timing, great segue into your brand. I see you wearing the Kumasi Cosmetics shirt. Tell me about that. So you're not only just an artiste, you're also a cosmetic artiste.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah.
Tell me about Kumasi. So it's a hair products brand that you and your sister and your family started?
Yeah. So we are a hair care company. We use natural ingredients. Like, that's the point here. My mom is the one that created the products. First, she started off at home. And then we were like, oh, this stuff actually like works. Like our community needs this. And it's natural. It's not harming no one's fertility or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? With those reports coming out lately.
Yeah, about hair relaxers.
Right. So even though we're not a hair relaxer, but like with our products, you don't need a relaxer. So
you'll love your hair the way it is.
Exactly. But also too, so the purpose of our company is to help Black people have longer hair, healthier, manageable, where like you can actually comb through it. I'm not gonna front, like let's not front here. Black people, majority of us don't like our hair. And mental slavery, conditioning, we've been told that our hair isn't good enough.
Yeah.
So we made a product that's going to help Black people to get the hair goals they want, love their hair. And when our hair is good, we act different. Our self-esteem is higher. I know because I'm a product of that. And we move different. We live the life of our dreams. And I know it may sound maybe vain, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not sugarcoating it. So yeah, that's what we do. So no chemicals. How did it begin?
What inspired it? Because obviously we've here, being in the African and Caribbean culture, like if relaxer hasn't touched your hair at least once in your lifetime, you're lucky, because it felt like, we're so consumed by the Western culture in Africa and the Caribbean. All we see on TV and in the movies is straight hair from either white women or even Black women with wigs and weaves or relaxed hair, and it's super harsh on our scalp and it burns. And now, got it from Shadeboro, but I don't know how true it is, but it seems like there have been links from, relaxing hair to females contracting terminal cancer, whether it's ovarian cancer or cervical cancer. There are links from relaxing hair, so the chemicals in relaxing hair products are being linked to cancer. So there's definitely more research being done into that, and there potentially could be a class action lawsuits for companies that we all see. Like, I don't know the names, like Olive Girl or something like that.
Don't worry, I know them.
Loads of them have been accused of knowingly putting these products in, knowing that
those criminals is what they are.
Criminals. Yeah. So what's been your experience with those relaxers? Have you ever had them in your hair?
Yeah. So and this ties perfectly into Kumasi, just perfectly, because I've had a relaxer since I was 9. Right. And
that shows how young it starts.
My story, at least. I had it at 9. And then, it worked for me. Like, hair was doing its thing, but eventually, like, my hair started falling out, and I had like an illness that was plaguing me. Now that illness, I'll just in the end just tell you, basically I had cysts.
Yeah.
And those, like, these little like benign tumors inside of you that no, that's not cyst. Cyst is like a cyst in your uterus.
Yeah.
That spot right there. So growing up, I had very painful periods and cramps, and it was just horrible.
Yeah.
Now, I was getting perms during those years. Keep that in mind. Okay. And then now when I became an adult, I developed uterine fibroids, which is a benign tumor where it can grow really big as a 7-month child.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, by that time I was on and off relaxers. Like, one minute I was all like, oh yeah, natural hair. Next minute, like, oh, forget this. I give me my perm. So I had like a back and forth type of thing. So, anywho, eventually I stopped perming because I'm like, you know what? My hair is just getting worse. Like, my illness is stripping me of my hair, because with the tumors, with the fibroids and the cysts, it drains your energy and your iron. So I was very weak and I was very pale. And then your stomach gets bigger. So I began to like lose myself, like mentally, physically, and whatnot.
Yeah, like when I even when we first met at the wedding, like I noticed there was I know you're still yourself, but I felt like, and I could see that you were going through something. Like, your stomach was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I thought at that point, I thought you were pregnant or something. I'm not going to lie. I was like, she's holding her stomach. It looks a bit bigger. I didn't want to say anything, or because, but I knew it, at one point I was like, it's not pregnancy, because she would have said something, or if it's mispronounced, it would have been mentioned somehow, right, in conversation. So I knew you were definitely going through something. And I'm glad to hear that you're definitely not going through that still.
Oh, no, I found relief. So when he and I met, it was actually getting to its worst. It was at its worst around that time. And I remember being at the wedding, and we were all dancing and having a good time. And I had to stop because, like I said, my iron was very low. And it's like this thing was sucking me, right? Dry. So I had to stop dancing. I had to go in the corner. I got lightheaded. I literally wanted to just tear my wig off, wash my face, and go in pajamas and just sleep. That's how I felt. But party I've gone. So yeah, no, it was awful, and even just talking about it, like, it's just. Ugh. So anywho, in the end, but to say, chemicals like perming your hair contributes to fibroids, and that's what the
swear.
Yeah, so it's not just cervical cancer and stuff like that, but it's this whole woman area here that these things affect, especially Black women. So here I am. So I'm a victim of that. Yes, I'm a victim of that, and it rocked my world, rocked my life, ruined my self-esteem, especially because the perms weren't even giving after a while. After a while, your hair's thin. You're not really looking like the girl in the box anymore. And then you have these damn freaking things in your belly growing. You're losing your personality, your joys of life. And then hence why I said with music, I picked the pen up and I put it back down because I literally had no strength. I kept trying to do things in life, and I would start projects and this and that, and I wouldn't quit them because I lost interest. I'd have no energy, Najaro.
Yeah.
I couldn't, after a while, I couldn't edit no more. I couldn't even like do music how I wanted to. I remember being in the studio during COVID, because during COVID, I still had the issue with the fibroids. I remember like between takes doing this, like at a photo shoot on the floor, crawling, and then getting up and posing, and then crawling again. So, yes. So run me my money, and like that's actually lawsuit. Run me my money. Okay?
Trust.
I deserve my coins. I want like 100 mil. Okay, pain and suffering, and the fact that this illness, I'm getting really emotional. Sorry. This illness made me delay things in my life while everybody was, dating and out and about and just omitting that young girl energy.
Yeah.
I tried, but I just couldn't get into it. So like, I feel like certain joys people got to experience or experiencing now, I had to wait my turn because I had to get rid of this thing in me. And last year, so June 17th, 2021, okay, your girl got the surgery.
Hey.
Yes. And she got the fibroids out, did the surgery, and it was successful. And oh God, I'm so happy. And I always said to people, like, once these things are out of me, y'all are not ready. Like, I'm not even in my final form yet.
Jeez. She's like freezing this bitch. You ain't even see my final form.
Like, for real. Like, I'm like, yo, when I get healthy, I'm about to shut it down. You're about to see work ethic, talent, class, style. My Pinterest board was ready for me. It already had like Sara-lee 3.0 laid out.
Getting healthier and getting back to your strength. Kumasi was part of that, regaining the health in your hair. Tell me about that. Tell me about the products.
Okay, so my mom created the products because we all had our own hair issues. She has aging hair. She's done stuff to it. She wanted to get it back soft. My sister has like pretty good hair, like thick and nice, but she had perm, but then she also had bleached it and did stuff to it and had her issues. And then there was me. Sarah went through what she did, but then I had like the worst case. So my hairline was like receding, like hair was thin. So mommy made a deep conditioner. That's our first product. And she would use it in our hair and like, okay, at first I had no faith. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. Because I remember I was like hopeless, right? It felt like. So after my hair was actually growing while I was still ill. That's how powerful our products are. Our herbs, our oils and everything. So like 6 months in, she was like, Sarah, look at your hair. And I'm like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, what? No. She took a picture of my head back and showed me. And I was like, what? That's Sam's hair, my sister. Then I went in the mirror and I'm like, I got so emotional. I was like, what? Like, mommy, how did you do this? That self-esteem thing I talk about, And then when the surgery happened and then I had nothing
holding you back.
I could see look at this. Like, I know some people have some longer hair, but I know where I'm coming from. And this right here, Majaro, is a big deal. This is a big deal for me. This is a big deal. Okay?
Yeah.
So then we had the hair, we call it hair drip. So it's like a hair oil. We use natural ingredients. we lightly preserve our shampoo and conditioner just because we understand people will forget to put it in the fridge. So a 1-2 day, whatever. But for the most part, our shampoos and conditioners keep in the fridge. They're natural. That's like, think about it. You gotta go to the fridge for your shampoo. Matter of fact, here is our new jumbo size, our 32 ounce, designed by moi.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this, you put this in the fridge. And how good is it to know that what's in the fridge amongst like the other foods is going in your hair? Like you're getting the good things done.
That's good.
Thank you. And then yeah, I'll even show you some more. So like I'll show you the hair collection. This isn't everything, but like we have like a clean design, nothing too complicated. Kumasi Cosmetics. If you don't know, Kumasi is a city in Ghana. Yeah, so what happened? We're Jamaican, obviously, you can tell. But our roots trace back to Ghana because we're from St. Elizabeth. And that's there's an area called Maroon Town. So we're Maroons, and the Maroons came from Ghana, and they are part of the Ashanti tribe. So we wanted to make a connection. Right?
Heritage, that bloodline. That's what we love. Yes. That's what the tribe loves, the heritage.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what? Kumasi Cosmetics. It also sounds nice in the mouth, like Kumasi. Like,
yeah.
That sounds
something
nice.
that you could eat.
Right? Like, it's nice. So this is our shampoo, 32 ounce, and it's so big. You don't know why? These other brands be like, put a dime size amount in your hair. Me as a black woman, I need a generous amount.
Yeah.
Don't put no dime size in my kinky, coily hair, okay? So we make them big now because we need it. Our people, we cater to our community. We have our bestseller, our hair food. This is like a shea butter. It has mango, castor oil, honey.
Yo, you're gonna have to send some my way soon. You know? I have to order a big stack.
No, for real. Like, this is number one. I'm gonna take over the scene. Our hair drip. This is like an oil. Put it through here. Let me just run off a few of the herbs in here. Amla, horsetail herb, sweet almond, black rice, black seed. Do I have to go on? Like, guys.
Do you guys ship to the UK? Because I know it's hard out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we're going global. The natural hair industry is going to be a $5 billion industry in the next 5 years. Kumasi Cosmetics has their stake in that. I went to a pop-up shop last week to sell, because normally we go to those kind of events to like get our name out there.
Yeah. And
they asked us, "Oh, talk about your product." I grabbed the mic and I said, "We are Kumasi Cosmetics." I told them we're here to make Black people hair longer, stronger, healthier. We sell self-esteem. I said, we are number one in Canada. I walked around with I said, we are number one in Canada. And everyone was like cheering, like, yes, like I will speak into existence, know it into existence. Can't tell me different.
Facts.
And on top of that, you ready for this? Our kings, our melanated bro. Actually, any kind of man, to be honest. But, Black men, we love you. We have the beard line. So I don't have everything here, but we got a beard. So this is the men's line.
Okay, I'm gonna have to need some of that soon as well. Trying to grow my beard.
So I made sure to differentiate the men's from the regular hair care, because you have to do that. So we have a beard wash, beard shampoo, beard conditioner, and a beard butter, and a beard drip. Basically, our beard line is to help men have a softer beard, a more shinier beard, and a beard that grows. No struggle beard. No look a picture.
Yeah, man's struggling right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you need a beard drip. I've had men tell me they put this on their hair and their hair have grown. The beard butter on their face. Because listen, baby, we are natural, so you can put it on other parts of your body. So our beard butter is our number one. Run it up. So yeah, right now we are in 2 stores. One is in a city, Mississauga, Canada Black-owned Marketplace, and we are also in a holiday store called Cotch with Malcolm, and it's in Toronto, in Woodbine. So the goal is to have our own store, in the hub, DT downtown.
Jeez.
I can already see I can just see this like on the storefront,
Yeah. I think we've got our Christmas presents for my sister and my stepmom for sure. We definitely got that. Definitely got that. Yeah, I definitely need to make the order soon, real soon.
Thank you so much. But yeah, like we're doing good. You know, like I mean, there's days where you're just like, yo, like why did I even bother? But the good days are more than the not so good days. I won't say bad days because I'm a positive person, and I feel like, yo, in this life, my friend, in this new world that they've created for us, that they planned out for us, this pandemic.
Yeah.
So if up here isn't good, right here, then you've already lost the game. So, like, I really try to like maintain a positive lifestyle, a mindset. I'm into manifesting. I'm into affirming. I pray. I believe, you know, in God, something bigger than me, and I will always do that. And I also know that I have the power to create the life of my dream because God gives me that power. God has invested that power in me to be the creator of my own reality. So it might sound hokey pokey, you know, but like if I say I'm going to be a millionaire and live in my condo facing the lake downtown, I'm
putting the work. I'm putting the work to make that.
100%. That's just like how I'm made up. And the thing is with work, let's add to that. When I say putting the work, I don't mean putting that slave work or that hustle, burn out. No.
Yeah.
Don't do that here.
It needs to be sustainable.
We work smart, not hard. I'm gonna say it again. We work smart, not hard. We tap into our higher self and use this and get what we want. I'm not into the burnout culture no more. Soft life. Let's go.
Facts. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for bringing, you know, the wonderful bars. Those bars are fire. The bars, the beauty products, the hair cosmetics. You know, if you haven't heard about it, you heard about it now. Kumasi Cosmetics. Make sure you give them guys a follow on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Website.
And the website. What's the Instagram?
The Instagram is Kumasi Cosmetics. The website is www.kumasicosmetics.ca. We do international shipping. I even have the pounds up there, so y'all can put it in your money and do what you gotta do. I got it in JMD, Jamaican dollars, USD, CAD, and whatever. I got it. So, guys, like, it's the real deal. That's all I can say. Listen, man, you see how Rihanna's that billionaire superstar singer?
Next up.
I want to say thank you so much for picking me, you know, like you're in the UK, you have access to the drill rappers, the this and the that, like it's UK are foreign, you know?
Yeah,
so like
true.
For noticing me and seeing what I'm doing and believing in it, and I know your podcast will be like bigger than like the Breakfast Club or
Thank
whatever.
you.
No shade.
I wish. No, you don't wish no more. We make it happen. I see you put in the work. Listen, guys, every week I see Pree Da Podcast in my DMs. And like personally, I get kind of shy to do blasts, but to see you doing that, it inspires me. You inspire me, and I know, Majaro, you're gonna get your heart's desires. Thank you very much, Sarah.
All right, Pree Da Podcast, guys. Pree Da Podcast. Preview. Is it C30, man?
Yeah.
Done talk.
On that note, thank you guys for listening. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Said I wake up every morning, pray to God that I'm fixing up. Hope I'm never slipping up. Hear the money calling, need my peace to start getting up. Feeling like I'm blessed, but it came with a bit of luck. Feeling like you're stressed, then the tension starts to fill you up. Need an intermission, yeah, they ain't the same lane as us. Come from different sticks, yeah, they're not the same range as us. They cop the pleas and top of teas, they're not hitting range with us. Keep